You be clubbing.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, you can call me Lisa Ray.
Lisa Ray. I'm sorry. Hi, Lisa Ray. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I was telling everybody I'm a bit nervous because I there's so much honor and respect that I have for you,
Thank
just as a staple Black Hollywood legend in my mind. So
I saw that too. I was like, I just added it to my story. I was like, I'm gonna let everybody know how she feels, what we about to do. So that's a good
I do
thing.
feel that way. I do. I really do. I just, I think of you when I think of the Vivicas, when I think of the Angela Bassett's. Like, y'all are just staple, iconic Black women who almost live these roles. I've seen interviews where you say people still come up to you talking about Diamond, you gon', so
Oh,
again, it's
I'm
just
for
one of
real
those
diamond
things.
these
So,
days. Nicki got me on the front two verses of her song, honey. Dollar dollar bill, come and get her. Yeah, I
okay, Nicki used to
heard.
win better.
I'm like, look, if y'all do,
Listen,
y'all can have that chapter of my life gone. Bye bye. Peace.
I
Do.
was going to say, me and you have that in common because I got dragged by the Barbs as well. I didn't get put in the song, so you are definitely a
I
step
know.
ahead of me, but
Look,
I did
mom, I
get
made
dragged.
it. I'm famous.
Right, we made it. We made it. Nicki fans hate us. Well, no, all I said is that before her and Megan the Stallion did the Hot Girl Summer, collab, there was people trying to pit them against each other,
Mhm.
and Megan was like, "Y'all, it's the fans that make it this negative energy." So all I said was, "We know it's Nicki fans. Y'all need to chill the hell out." And baby, let me tell you, I was all kinds of fat bitches and all types of. I said, "Well, damn,
I'm just, you
I
know
can't
what?
imagine being you."
I'm kind of feeling like, wow, I didn't know nobody had that much time on their hands, and especially now. I'm just like, really? And I didn't know if they were on, salary or if they were on commission
Ooh, I need
or,
to drink.
I didn't really know because I had never heard of them before, but I will say this, to be able to have that type of fan base, she has to
Mm-hmm.
have appreciation and loyalty to them because they really
Mm-hmm.
go all out for her. And my fan base is like that. They are so loyal and they give me that
Right.
ego boost when I need it, when I don't even think I did need it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's something to be said about
Right.
people that pays homage to you and love you, which is all I was saying too, is where you going, somebody has already been. And so the person who
Mm.
has been there, why don't you pick them up and take them with you? Because guess what? You're going to pass the torch too one day.
Right.
That's all I'm
Right.
saying. That's all. So if it's
Right.
going to be misconstrued and taken out of content, it's like, go ahead, because I'm in a song now. It's all good.
We're waiting on the check. We're still waiting for that to clear, Nikki. That's it.
Okay.
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 Okay. Well, no, and speaking of passing the torch, obviously, like I said, you are a legendary actress, and so when it comes to some of the girls that you see coming up as far as acting, who are some of the girls that you see right now that are younger actresses that you're really gravitating towards when you think of leaving your legacy to somebody?
Um, you know what? I probably have watched more TV during this quarantine than I ever have. And because
Right.
I've watched so much, I know nobody's name. But I will say that there's a young lady that I work with on one of my shows on
Mm-hmm.
BT called Family Business. And she
Mm-hmm.
actually plays my daughter. She's gonna kill
Mm-hmm.
me. And I need my phone to look up her name real quick, like, but I think I even have something for her because she has such a rawness that's real, and
Mm-hmm.
especially now, everybody like
Mm-hmm.
the realness of it. You know what I mean? It got to
Right.
look like you're not acting. You know what I mean? You got to look like you
Mm-hmm.
belong in that role. If you playing a role
Right.
because somebody put you in there because you are an entertainer, then you ain't really, what I'm saying.
Well,
So, us actresses, we possess
uh-huh.
a skill. And although we
Yeah.
come at different levels, just like artists come at different levels, you may have
Mm-hmm.
10 Billboard songs, and this new up and coming artist may have two, but you're both
Right.
still talented. You know what I'm saying? So you got A
Mm-hmm.
list, B
Yeah.
list, C list, D list, or whatever. But when
Right.
people always ask me, who would I love to work with? It's like anybody and everybody, because this
Right.
isn't easy to do. You know what I mean? You have to be able to possess some type of skills to be able to not only remember what you say, but you're remembering what
Right.
they say to you so you can know how to respond. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then you got to put your cup down at the same time between the same words each and every take after
Hmm.
take. You know, it's hard. And if you're
Yeah.
being pretty, you sucking in, tucking out, pushing up, and you know what I mean? It's like, ugh, how I look, how I
Right.
feel, you know, kind of thing. So, you know, I can't, the young lady that plays on, that plays the older sister on Black Lightning. I love her as well. I don't know
Okay.
her name, but I love her too. Um, there was the young lady that played in, and I don't know how old she is, and she's younger than I am, but no, she's not. No, she's not. We probably about the same age. Did you see the Lifetime movie of the Clark sisters? Tell me you
Yes.
saw it.
Yes.
The
Yes.
mother,
That's all. Yes.
the
Oh
mother.
yeah. Oh, she killed that. I don't know her name, but she killed that.
What? She made
Killed it.
you want to dislike her, but you
Hmm.
knew as a mother she was stern and she did her
Hmm.
best. And sometimes
Hmm.
we don't always say the right things and say it the right way, but when you know that
Right.
your heart is in the right place, that's why I ain't got no problem with the
Right.
Clarks, first of all, because I don't ever want to tear down any woman, any woman.
Right.
Especially now that Black Lives Matter, we're trying to push that message, and there's not
Hmm.
equality between us. Never
Yeah.
would I do that. Even the people that I
Right.
do have beef with, which is only two people in the world, and everybody know who the hell that is. Um, I ain't got nothing to say about
We know.
them right now. But if they was to say
Yeah.
something to me or talk to me or come to me, then we would have to hash that out. But really just being like blah 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 and tearing somebody down, nah, that's not my style.
Right.
It's really not my style. Which is why I was really glad that when Vivica and I had fell out, that we
Hmm.
showed the world how you gotta get back together and look in the mirror and
Hmm.
say, well, what part did I take in this? You know what I mean? And then at the bottom, at
Right.
the end of the day, sometimes you just have to take a L and say, okay, you know what? I miss you, my friend, or my bad.
Yeah.
I didn't think I did that, or I didn't think you thought I meant that. Whatever that is, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But I want us, the tone of the country, to be real grown right now because we got a fight ahead of
Hmm.
us. We got so much
Yeah.
going on till a beef
Hmm.
between me and another artist and me and another actress and me and another gymnast or whomever. It's like that is so not important to me.
Right.
No.
Right, absolutely. Well, and I was gonna ask you about this. So obviously, through the state of our country and where Black people sit currently, there have been a lot of actresses coming out and talking about their experiences that they've had with their white counterparts on set,
Yeah.
and the type of experiences or prejudices or racist situations that they've encountered. Obviously you've done a lot of Black cinema, but you've done acting, across the board in different projects. So have you had any of those experiences yourself where you knew color played a part?
No, absolutely not. And I'm so very glad.
Wow.
But obviously, I would belong in the big house. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be, you know what I mean? I could pass, so no, I
Right.
haven't had that. And actually, I haven't seen any racism. This right
Wow.
now is the first time in my life that I have been
Wow.
subjected to everything that's been going on. And it is blowing my mind because I feel that Trump not only just reintroduced us to it, but he pulled the veil back to allow us to
Yeah.
see how close it is to us.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't want
Mm-hmm.
us to get paranoid as a people because we do have other nationalities that are our friends. I have white
Yeah.
girlfriends, I have Hispanic girlfriends, I
Mm-hmm.
have Asian girlfriends, you know what I mean? And they almost don't even know how to talk to me and how to ask me how can they support me because they don't want to be offensive because everything is taken
Mm-hmm.
so literally and we're so sensitive now. You know what I mean? Which is protesting. Martin Luther King protested 362 days. And when I tell you, you would think every day, like you didn't nonstop. But that's where we at now. It's like we
Right.
cannot afford to not say anything and to stop now. Our voices
Mm-hmm.
just not being heard. They just now know we serious because we just that fed up now. And we got to
Right.
collectively come together and say, we're not doing this. We're
Mm-hmm.
not standing for this. We got to do something because here it is. If they only knew how we felt, we only saying that we wanted to be equal. We only saying that we
Mm-hmm.
want you to treat us human like everybody else.
Right.
We're not asking you for something that we not trying to give y'all, not y'all done had all this time. We're not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the ignorance of the people to feel that
Mm-hmm.
because of the different shade of our skin that you don't like
Right.
me because I'm a different shade. We got the same
Mm-hmm.
organs. We're human. Blood runs through our veins. It's the
Yep.
shade that bothers you. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, grandbaby.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was gonna ask you too. So I saw in an interview one time you were talking about just your life and if you had older people in your lives to kind of give you game or explain things to you, maybe your marriage would have went a different way, your previous marriage. And so right now there is a conversation happening on social media about Black women and the way that we don't feel necessarily protected by Black men. So as somebody who is very revered to us, what advice would you give Black women right now that are feeling discouraged about the lack of support or reciprocity? Because it's clear when
Yeah.
George Floyd, you know, we went out in the streets and protested and those cops were given charges. Breonna Taylor, they passed the law and they still have not arrested
I know.
her killers. So we're watching the spectrum of it still not being equal. So Black Lives Matter, yes, but all of
Mhm.
them have to, women, men as well. So what advice would you give to Black women right now in the frustration of us wanting to be seen and heard?
Here's the thing that I truly believe. We got to look at both sides of the spectrum because, our
Mm-hmm.
mothers got married at such a young age and they stayed married.
Mm-hmm.
And the type of
Right.
stuff that they envied and they took off of the Black man back then, we so quick to
Right.
say, you did what? Absolutely not. I am not that kind of woman. But that
Mm-hmm.
kind of woman was reared to raise her family and to support her man. So that was taught
Mm-hmm.
to her. We and you guys as a new millennial, you're taught to be independent. I don't
Right.
need a man. I'm in the middle.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm half
Mm-hmm.
old school and I'm half new school. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we so quick to say, I'm not going through that. You know, but
Yeah.
at the same time, they're fearful. Our men are fearful that we're not going to support them and be there for them because we all make mistakes. I'll be the first one to raise my hand and say, yeah, I did some things that
Right.
I feel like I want to apologize for and that I wish I could
Mm-hmm.
take back. You know what I mean? And that was like, it was
Mm-hmm.
so silly of a thing to do. But we gotta make our men rise to the occasion. They have to feel comfortable as well because sometimes when we're so independent and we're used to wearing the pants, we forget how to wear
Mm-hmm.
the skirt. Meaning we can be too headstrong. You know how your mom say it's
Mm-hmm.
not what you say, it's how you say it. And doggone it, I'm telling you, that shit is true. It's true. It's
Mm-hmm.
to teach me something where I will listen to you in a different type of way if your tone is different with me, if your body language is different with me. But if your history doesn't show where you're going, I can't go with you because then that means both of us are going to drown. You may need me to be on land to throw you the tire so I can pull you in so both
Mm-hmm.
of us is not drowning. So we all need to be strong. The woman
Mm-hmm.
and the man needs to be strong because he needs to be encouraged that he's fighting for something and he needs to be
Mm-hmm.
fighting for his family and he needs to know that when he puts his head back, she's right there, that she's not going nowhere and she's damn sure not threatening him by saying I'm gonna sleep with your boy or your cousin or your my best friend's man. No, that's not going to make him stand tall. That's not going to
Mm-hmm.
make him feel like, okay, when I see this big booty girl go around here, I just want to enjoy looking at her. If you clowning and not supportive, he like, I'll be right back there. Let me go over here. And we gotta be like, nigga, I did tell you, so what? You know what I'm saying? We gotta own up to it. We gotta look in the mirror. So
Right.
really, we gotta bring family back alive. See, it's so many
Mm-hmm.
single parents. We're doing it by
Yeah.
ourselves. Then there's so
Yep.
many daddies that's taking their kids and they're doing it by themselves. It's
Mm-hmm.
no unity. There's no unity. So therefore, we feel like we're all fighting by ourselves for our own struggle. You know what I mean? And although your independent
Right.
struggle is the first struggle, you know what I mean?
Right.
But you ain't on this world and in this world by yourself. So then you be a
Mm-hmm.
damn fool if you just fight all alone. We in this alone together. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's why it's so important for us to unite. This quarantine has allowed me to spend more time with my family than I could probably say I ever have since my daughter's been young. I'm able to sit
Mm.
down at the table with her and say, how was your day? Or where's your mindset at? Or how's your
Yeah.
spirit? What's going on? We stopped doing that. We stopped caring because we
Yeah.
so independent. You know what I mean? And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
hey,
Yeah.
I want to be independent, but I want to be independently with someone else in a partnership. That's what I want to
That
do.
part.
You know what I mean?
That
So we
part.
got to uphold each other. because we got to break the cycle. And there are so many cycles, there's so many fights that we got to fight till we can
Yeah.
almost get confused as to, wait a minute. And that's why it's like Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. Yeah, we get that. We ain't saying
Right.
all lives don't matter. We're not saying that. We're just saying for right now, because it's not equal on the way that y'all are treating us, not y'all, but them treating us.
Yeah, we know.
We got to come together and say, okay, we gotta do something here, because for
Mhm.
years it's been being done to us. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
even when I've been protesting, and I had been reporting on it because I do a talk show on Fox Soul called Cocktails with the Queens on
Mhm.
Mondays. And it's our job to report about what's going on and stay current and what's happening in the trend setting,
Mhm.
social media drama platform.
Right.
So and it's just Lord mercy, I tell you, every time I come on Mondays, I am trending on Tuesday in the shade room. But
You
for
can't go to
real,
sleep without you being on a blog.
girl, but here's the thing. I'm saying things that people should have been saying long time ago. I'm saying things that is on the tip of everybody's tongue. I'm saying things
Right.
that are real. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
don't mean to offend anybody. I like to pose the question to anybody. It's like,
Mhm.
let's talk about it, because everything is up for discussion. Don't be afraid, because
Right.
now is not the time to be afraid. I don't want to fight with you, black woman. I don't want to fight with you,
Mhm.
black man. I don't want to fight with you, black kid. We want to
Mhm.
do this so we can fight them, because we need all of us together. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that when we give each other something to fight for, then we can
Mhm.
stand for something. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
We don't have that support. So when I get ready to get knocked down, I don't even look back no more, because ain't nobody there. It's like, oh shoot, I might as well fall down
Wow.
myself. But if somebody's there, or even if I'm hurt, I can hold you up just a little bit. We don't feel that
Mhm.
nurturing. Therefore, we're not
Yeah.
encouraged. We're not motivated to fight for each other. We're individually fighting the same
Mhm.
fight. That's not an army.
Mhm.
Those are soldiers, but
Mhm.
that's not an army. An army works together. And that's what we need
Mhm.
across the board.
Come on, I'm listen. I'm over here like, and what else? What else? No, absolutely. And speaking of your show on Fox Soul, I think for a while everyone just kind of revered you as LisaRaye, and you were just kind of like this icon within the Black community. And over the last several few years, you have become really just outspoken about your story, about your life, about your views. What made you? Because I think it's really easy when you get to a certain level in your career, a certain height, to be quiet, to just let people love you for what they love you for, do your projects, cash a check, and go on about your business. But what has made you want to be so open about your thoughts, your views, and your life?
The respect that I have now from the community and from my generation
Mm-hmm.
and from the younger generation, it's something that has allowed me to feel myself and to
Mm-hmm.
say, it's okay. See, when you go through something humiliating, embarrassing,
Mm-hmm.
and hurtful, as my divorce
Yeah.
did for me, when I came back,
Mm-hmm.
I had to figure out who I was. Am I still LisaRaye? Am I still a sex symbol? Do I still got it? Do I
Mm-hmm.
go back to who I was? Do I reinvent myself? Who
Mm-hmm.
am I? How did I get here? All those things was
Mm-hmm.
going through my mind. And as you said, I wish that I had a couple of older divas to say, sweetheart, you hot now, but sit down for a minute. Let me have a conversation with you. Let's
Right.
strategize. What's your
Right.
point? Where are you trying to go? So I can sit
Mm-hmm.
there with myself and twiddle my thumbs and go, I don't know. Because sometimes we don't know. But sometimes we
Right.
get discouraged from being honest, because we just gonna get further and further knocked down. So we put on our
Mm-hmm.
happy face, and we put on that defense mechanism. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
smile through it. For me, it was like, yeah, this hurt too bad. I need help.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm.
knocked down. I'm on my butt. And God has a funny way of putting you on your butt to put you on your knees. You know what I'm saying?
Humble. Come on.
So when I went through that, and I realized in interviews, when people talk to me and ask me questions, I realized just how much I had done for Turks and Caicos Islands, how much my
Mm-hmm.
heart was in that, what I had to
Mm-hmm.
go through coming out of the divorce, and how I had to reinvent myself. And I became somewhat of a she-roy for a lot of women, because I
Mm-hmm.
bounced back, and it was like, oh my God, and she looks great, and she's this and she's that. And then for me, it was like, really? Oh yeah. Oh, Yeah, and it allowed me to poke my chest out. But then as I was
Mhm.
looking at the mirror at myself and going through my life, I had to accept responsibility for what I had done for my life and clean that up. So I started sharing my story and I started teaching vision board workshops. And
Mhm.
that's just a puzzle to your life that's visual that you get a chance to see every day. It's like your own therapy, you know? And so I teach that.
Mhm.
And when I started seeing my own life unfold and sharing my stories, I became that much more relatable to people that was like, you too? And I'm like, you too? Tell me what you did. So then I can take a
Right.
little bit of what you've done and a little bit of what I heard my mama did and a little bit of what my cousin that just went through it too did. And I can just
Right.
and go, okay, I'm gonna pick this and this and that because that's what we do out of life anyway. So I said, if I can share
Mhm.
my stories with somebody and they'll listen enough
Mhm.
with open ears and open mind enough to say, wow, okay, I hear some of what you're saying, or I'm gonna take away a little bit of
Mhm.
what you're saying and make it mine, then I'm looking
Mhm.
for the same thing and the same type of people. So I wanted to use my platform for the betterment of going into society where they can say, LisaRaye has something to say now. She's
Mhm.
sharing some jewels with us because it's beneficial for the masses. Because I hear
Mhm.
people say, what's our responsibility as a celebrity? What
Mhm.
are we really going to do? Are we really role models? Well, here's the thing. You're a role model in your family. You're a role model as a auntie.
Mhm.
You're a role model as an older cousin. You're a role model to your friends because you become a mentor. You become an
Right.
advisor. And I've been that for a
Mhm.
very long time. And I thought to myself,
Mhm.
if they trust it and they keep coming to me asking my opinion must matter.
Yeah.
So let me
Mhm.
use that. You're not going to always like what I say, and I'm not going to always agree with whomever. You know what I mean? But I'm
Right.
also learning. I'm also acting out. I'm also talking
Mhm.
out, speaking out, because if I can use what I got to get what I want, then hey, all money ain't good money. And I want to make my money by being able to
Okay.
do something in a way in which is going to make a difference. I'm a grandmother now. I look at my
Mhm.
pretty brown grandbaby and I'm like, oh my God, I don't want you to have any problems. And I can't say
Right.
problems like I had because I didn't have none. But I remember my mama telling me about her problems, and that then came back around 360. And it's like, oh my God, we're going through this same shit now. I don't want her to go
Right.
through that. So if I can stand in the
Yeah.
front line and change, then I want to do that because I'm doing another protest on the 20th here in LA. And I want
Come
everybody to
on.
come out with me. Everybody, because the more we stand and the
Dope.
more we see all of us there, and it's a peaceful protest. We're not trying to
Mhm.
loot. We're not trying to rob.
Mhm.
We're not trying to steal. We're not trying to do any of that. We just want you to know that we
Right.
here. We want you to know that we ain't sitting down and stopping. That's what we want. So
Right.
everybody that's out there and everybody that's inside here, please go to my Instagram, the real El Ray
Mhm.
One, and see. I just posted today about the protest that's going to happen this Saturday at noon, and it's for Kaepernick as well because I believe he was
Dope.
instrumental in starting this whole thing. He saw it first, and he tried to tell us,
Mhm.
and folks turned their head. While he took a knee, we turned their head, and now we owe
Mhm.
him an apology. It's like,
Oh, the
wow,
NFL.
we
Yep.
didn't see it, but he
Mhm.
was strong. He
He
was
was right.
strong. He didn't fold. He didn't
Mhm.
buckle, and he made us still listen to him.
Mhm.
That's a Martin Luther King. That's a
Yep.
Martin Luther King because how
Mhm.
many times he been pushed down, knocked down, and he said, "No, I'm still marching because I got a dream."
Mhm.
Now he had
Mhm.
passed that dream to us. You know what I mean? We need a
Mhm.
couple of them. We need more than a couple. We need a whole front line of those. Who are
Yeah.
those people? Who are the
Mhm.
voices for us now? Who are the civil
Mhm.
leaders that's going to be able to fight for us? Really? Who's
Mhm.
going to be our voice? And if I can do that, and if I can mix what I got to say with somebody else telling me what to say and what I've read and what I've experienced and what I know, is let me say it.
Mhm.
Let me say it. And I want to be able to do that now because I'm older, I'm more mature, I'm at a different
Mhm.
place in my life. Most things don't even bother me anymore. It rolls off my shoulder. I don't take things literally anymore. I just
Mm.
want to live. I want to have fun as much as I can because life is beating us up already. I don't want to be beat up inside my house. I don't want to be. I don't
Mm.
want that extra. I don't like the drama. I don't like the extra. You want to keep talking about me? That's fine. Just keep my name in your mouth. Okay, that's cool. I mean,
Period.
you're keeping me hot. You're keeping me out there. You know what I mean? I didn't even know I was that
Period.
hot. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, okay.
Come on. Come
I'm,
on. All
come
right.
through with the
Period.
ponytail on the side. You know what? Wow. I feel like Michael Jackson, like, do, 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 do.
Come on, and you look good doing it always. So I want to know your thoughts on this. This don't got nothing to do with nothing, but since we're on the conversation, did you hear J. Cole's new song, the Snow and the Bluff song?
No.
So he put out a song basically about the movement, and it's alleged that it's about this girl named No Name who's a activist. And one of the lines in the song was, he was basically insinuating that for Black people to help everyone, Black women, and he, again, people are assuming it's about her, but if we don't assume it's about her, when Black women are saying our grievances or we're saying how we feel about things, we have to be conscious the way that we articulate that, because not everybody is quote unquote as woke as we are. Not everybody is as conscious as we are. And we lose people when we have a certain tone. I think the tone line was what really got people thrown off. But if you haven't heard it, I don't want you to comment on it because I want you to hear it in its entirety. But I'm interested to know, because a lot of people were saying, you know, as Black women, it doesn't matter how we express what we're trying to get across when we're talking about our grievances, because at the end of the day, when we are coming at white people, we don't give them that mercy. So why would we, when we're collectively having this conversation in our community, try to hold our tongue or try to kind of hold back how we feel? So there was a side that was like, y'all completely missed this point. And then
Let me say this though. I do believe in, just like I said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And it's very much when you're educating people. When you're educating people, some people don't learn like this. Some people don't hear you, because some people you can just lose them right away. I do with my daughter all the time. She give me this, I give her this. That's that. You lost me already. Pull it back. So you lose people. Here is the thing. We do need to talk to each other better. I want to be able to hear what you're saying. I don't want to be in that angry Black woman level. You know what I mean? Where now you think that I'm angry and I'm not. I'm just passionate. And then we got to always give an excuse of, I'm not angry, I'm just passionate. It's like, you know, but it's that thin line between love and hate. You know what I mean? The thing. And it's like, it makes our people, you know, it makes us say, girl, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Because we have our own love language with each other that they don't know about. Like, a white person curse you out without using a curse word. And we be like, she just called me a cunt or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? And but us, we going to give you a bunch of mother, damn, all that, and you going to feel it. And it's like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? Different. It's different. But I do believe that now we got to show unity more than ever. But we got a couple of coons out there that are Black women that are talking against our Blackness, which is making us go, but you Black and you brown. And I ain't gonna say no names, but she is running around talking all kind of craziness that's like, girl, did you forget that you Black too? You may not agree with everything that's going on, but you must agree with the treatment that we've been getting for the last 400 years. You got to know your history. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's so many of us that has opinions that when you're writing a song and you're writing a verse and you're doing all kind of other things going on, it's like the tone of our country ain't listening to the positive shit no more. You know what I mean? It's not. So we're struggling to try to get the message across, but that's why we got to give and deliver the message in so many different ways, because you may be able to get a slew of people over here in a whole different way in which I may be able to get people over here. But that, again, is why you and I need to unite. So while you over there, you can warm them up for me and I warm my people up. You and we switch and go on over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we can't be torn down, and we cannot get distracted by the little shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff that we talking about now is little shit. It's small shit. Don't make no difference shit. Don't sweat the small shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just that it's shit that need to be stepped over. You know what I mean? And put on a back burner right now. So I have not heard her song. You're going to make me go and listen to the song. But then again, I ain't heard the other song either. But, you know, I just, you know what I mean?
You just know your name came up. You just know
you know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, what? Wait, I'm going to get residual? What's happening?
Okay, cut the check.
I know, right? But I don't know about his verse, but I will say that
Hmm.
if he has a problem with how we deliver things, then that's just his
Hmm.
experience because his experience got to be real for him. You know what I mean? We can't tear him
Hmm.
down because of that. So somebody must have gave it to him that made him go, well, geez, okay. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
All he needs is love. All he needs is somebody else to show it to him differently so he can change his perspective too. That's all.
Hmm.
That's all.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Listen to that and then tell me what you think because I'm interested to hear
Okay.
your thoughts. Um, all right, now let's move into the entertainment a little bit. So we know before all this Corona stuff, 2019 was the year of the reboot, and everybody I know loves Single Ladies. Obviously, you and
Mhm.
Stacey Dash had y'all's ish, but let's just say for the sake of what the show was and the following that it had, would you be interested in doing a reboot if they tried to get it right?
I love doing Single Ladies. It was so current and fresh and so us. It was the black Sex in the City.
Hmm.
We gave
Yep.
you fashion, we gave you hair, we gave you nails, we
Hmm.
gave you body, we
Looks.
gave you skin,
Hmm.
honey. And not just skin from us. We gave you eye candy for the men that came through there. Like
Okay.
the stories was real stuff that we go through
Hmm.
as a woman. Even if you had a one night stand, it was like unapologetically, yes, I did. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was great, and it showed girlfriends how we get
Hmm.
along, and it could counter what we watch on TV
Hmm.
now, which is all the reality show that's TMI.
Right.
It's showing too much and too much
Hmm.
drama and disloyalty and no honesty. It's just like this is how this is supposed to go because that's what we're passing down to the younger generation. This is what they're watching. This is what they're learning. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
tainting their brain about what is the foundation of a good relationship, a friendship.
Hmm.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Friendship back then, I got two besties that I've been knowing since I was in second grade. We are besties like
Hmm.
this. They know me inside and out. But you best believe when I
Right.
get mad at one and it goes on too long, that other one check me. And she go, well, y'all ain't
Hmm.
talking. What's the problem? Because we are in this till the wheels fall off. And it was like, my wheel is off. I'm on the flat tire then. You know what I mean? But
Okay. That's fair.
it take her to bring me back though, because it's like,
Yeah.
well, nothing can be that important that we can't talk about and communicate about,
Hmm.
even agree to disagree about. You know what I mean? You really need
Hmm.
those good girlfriends around, and I don't want to show that type of disloyalty anyway. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I love doing single ladies. I love doing single ladies with Stacey Dash, and then I love doing single ladies with Denise Vassy, both of them, and
Hmm.
Cherry Shay. It was wonderful, and my Malcolm, honey. I'm just mad that they ain't never let me really, really get off on having my love, black love. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Right.
Hmm.
Well, listen, if the execs are out here listening, the people want it. The people want to
I
see it.
know,
Everyone,
I
when I told
know.
people I was talking to you today, they was like, "I'm in Single Ladies."
I miss
So,
single ladies too. When I tell you, and I was just thinking about taking it out and just looking at it just for storyline purposes. Because my girlfriend, she was the writer and showrunner on that, Stacey Littlejohn, and she did
hmm.
phenomenal. And when you find a piece that you can just step into and morph into
Right.
that character, because you always bring a little bit of who you are to every character, but that
Right. Right.
character was
Right.
light. Yet she was sassy. She was about it. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? It was
Hmm.
all of them individually had something quirky or corny or so real
Right.
about them that you could relate to. It's like my girlfriend is
Yeah.
like that, or my cousin is like that. I'm on a show right
Right.
now, UMC, called
Hmm.
A
House
House
divided.
Divided.
Hmm.
And that character also for me, I just morphed into that character because
Right.
it was easily written. And when I read it, it was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do her justice. This is gonna be good. So
Hmm. This is
that
me.
that's out now, and then I actually have a show on BT as well called Family Business that I'm on right now.
Hmm.
So I got my cocktails with the queens as well,
Yep.
and I have my
Booked and
grass.
busy. Come on.
I'm booked and busy, and I'm blessed because we don't know what our new normal is going to be. Because just before
Yeah.
all of this happened, I was coming out with my jean line. And I didn't get a
Mm.
chance to because it was like, ain't nobody buying no jeans right now. You know what I'm saying?
Now.
So I
Right.
just put that
Right.
on the back burner. And then I have
Hmm.
LR Home Styles, which is my
Right.
mattress and furniture line. That's out, but that only
Right.
came out because I gave a giveaway during Easter, and people just
Yeah.
slowly but surely started saying, "Oh, wait, what do you have going on? What do you have going on?"
Where do we get that?
So yeah, so I'm sitting on a
Hmm.
gold mine and I'm waiting because Now I got a bigger picture to fight for. I got something else,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
these businesses mean nothing if we're not going to be here. You know what I mean? And when I say that, that means we got to be in this world and collectively get along and get
Mm-hmm.
back what we've been missing for the last 4 months that we've been quarantined. This has stopped the
Mm-hmm.
world in a way in which has
Yeah,
never happened before. This shit is real.
absolutely.
Like I feel like I'm in one
Crazy.
of Will Smith movies and then didn't even get a check.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. I want my money back.
okay,
I want
right.
my
And
money
my
back. This is
popcorn, where's that?
crazy. Because this has been crazy. So I had another question my friend wanted to know. She said, have you ever been in a situation where a man thought you were a little more freaked out than you actually are because you played Diamond? Like,
Yeah.
did that role?
Yes, absolutely. Most people think that I'm just gonna give them the striptease dance of their life, and it's like you don't get all that. Look, but
Period.
when I was married though, I used to really love to because us as women we wear different hair, different color hair. We come
Right,
short with
right,
it,
right, right.
and so he didn't know what he was getting from that one day to the next. He come home and I may
Okay.
be a redhead. You know what I'm saying? But that's the fun
Period.
in us women. You
Right,
know what I mean? And you can
right.
play characters or whatever. But actually,
Mhm.
I'm shy. I'm actually kind of
Are
shy.
you?
hmm I'm
Oh,
saying
so
to
they was
you,
like, they was expecting Diamond and it was not giving
yeah,
that.
it's like I'm a relationship girl, so I
Okay.
really work well in a relationship. So if we just, if we just having sex and that's
Mm-hmm.
it, then that's what it is. You ain't get no extras.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, you don't even need to kiss me. I just, you know what I mean.
Wow,
However,
I need to take notes. I need to take notes because I'm not that strong.
but see, that only happened to me a couple times. And the first time it happened, second time it happened, I married him. So that was that.
Oh, okay. So it
But
worked out. It don't work like that in
it,
these
it
streets in
worked out.
2020.
But I just don't believe in just giving it all in the
All the
beginning.
way.
You got to
Right.
work for me. You got to work for me. I would
Mm-hmm.
want you to make me work for you. You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
they size us up just like we size them up. Just like we got our list of
Hello?
what we looking for. They saying, I want her to learn how to know how to cook. I want to see if she keep a clean
Mm-hmm.
house. I want to know if she want
Big
to have
booty.
babies. I want to know if she's
Mm-hmm.
right. Who you say,
Mm-hmm.
baby? I want
Yeah.
to know
If
what
she
I'm
got a
getting
big booty
into.
and if it's hers, because you got to
Yeah.
ask that nowadays too. You got
So
to ask
date
that.
me in the process because we're dating them as well. You know what I mean? So once
Right.
you get to that, and because don't a kiss feel that much more better when you are so into somebody? It's like
Yeah.
they can smell your
Mm-hmm.
neck and you be like, oh God, let's go to the bedroom. You know what I mean? It's like, oh God, you just get that feeling. You know what I mean? Whereas in the
Right.
beginning, it could have been just like, oh, this kind of cutesy. But when
So
he hit
cute. Right.
that
Mm-hmm.
spot, you're like, oh God, you buckle. Like Bill Bellamy used to say, you just buckle, you know what I mean? You be thinking about it, like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, change your direction and be like, I'm going back, oh, I'm coming back home, baby. You know what I mean?
Right,
Kind of
right,
thing.
right.
It's different.
No, that's real. That's real. No,
Mhm.
so another question I wanted to ask you was when you, so obviously a lot of people know you from playing Diamond. Were you typecast for a while? Like when you first started trying to get other roles, were people like, you played that stripper, I don't know if this is gonna work?
No, not really, because my very next movie after that was The Wood. And I played the
Yeah.
bride. You know what I mean? So, going from
No.
a stripper to a bride, that's like woo woo, you know what I mean? And then a couple other
Versatile.
things. And then I got into TV and I did the sitcom All of Us, which was
All
loosely
of
based
us.
about Will and Jada Pinkett Smith's life.
Mm-hmm.
I played the baby's mama, which I think is very relevant today because we got so many blended families and so many baby
Mm-hmm.
mamas and baby daddies now that we need to
Mm-hmm.
learn how to coexist because at least that show showed you how to coexist with
Yep.
a comedic twist. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
real
Mm-hmm.
stories, but we kind of ha-ha'd with it. You know what I mean? To give you
Right.
some food for thought. So,
Mm-hmm.
but you know what? Absolutely every job I've had, I've totally loved it. Not every day
Mm-hmm.
is going to be a sunny day. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you're going to have some kind of, problems. That's called life. And once you get
Right,
that in
right,
your
right.
head, you know that that's coming. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
shit is real. You know what I mean? What goes up comes
Right,
down
right,
and
right.
all that.
Okay.
Then you know how to take it. You know what I mean? But I
Mm-hmm.
pray moving forward that I get the kind of job that I can just pop up like toast and be like, I'm ready. Let's go.
And I'm here.
Yeah, because my mom
Yeah.
always said that, find the kind of job
Yeah.
that you do for free. And if you get paid, then it's a
Mm-hmm.
bonus. And I'm there now.
Mm-hmm.
I am totally there. It's absolutely nothing. that I am doing that I don't want to do or that somebody had to talk me into. Not nothing. And I
Wow.
say this, it ain't about the money because all money is not good money. It's about
That part.
relationships sometimes. It's about the body of work, about the people that you're working for and the people that you're doing it for, meaning the audience and the fan.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So if you keep
Right.
that as the big picture, you're going to be blessed. And I have totally been blessed. I just want to make sure I'm going to keep being blessed here because we got to stay in our world right here in this nation
Okay.
without that damn president. That's why it's important to vote. Please stand in line for 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11 hours
Come
if we
on.
we have to get this sucker out of office. He is
Immediately.
divided us. He has divided
Hmm.
us. And I mean, even people that has never voted before, did you hear that Snoop had confessed that he had
Yep.
never
Snoop
voted
Dogg
before?
thought his vote didn't count. Hmm.
Yep. So I said, bravo to him for coming out and being honest enough for those
Honest.
other people that
Right.
could be like, if Snoop didn't vote, I didn't vote either. It's like, come on,
Right.
then.
Right.
We ain't
Right.
gonna ask you no questions. Just come on, let's get you registered. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because we
Hmm.
really have to make a change.
Yeah.
It's gonna depend on us to make America great again.
Hmm. Yeah, if it was at any point, but yes, better than what it is right now. Okay, so I do want to talk to you about the Black Wealth Summit. We got to talk about
Mhm.
that. So, because
I
we were
was
just
gonna
talking about
segue
like,
right into that actually because with the economy being so
hmm,
uncertain, people's
hmm,
portfolios has been attacked because Wall Street had
hmm,
crashed. So if you
yeah,
don't play the portfolio game of the stocks and the bonds, then you still got to make
hmm,
sure that you keep your money. And even if you don't have the savings, and we've been living off of our savings for the last couple of
right,
months, and majority of us don't have
don't
5 and
have it,
6 and 7 months in advance to pay because we're
not
working,
even,
and so we need our checks to get to replenish. So now it's
right,
like, what do we do now that
hmm,
ain't nobody working? So you got to be innovative. You got to be creative. You know what I mean? And the
right,
money that you have, you can't risk losing it.
yeah,
And you can't be a
hmm,
risk taker right now because you like, this is all I got. I can't risk this. I got to take
yep,
care of my family.
yep,
You know what I'm saying?
yep,
So when Keys to Black Wealth came to me and said, we're having a summit and we would love for people to be able to sit down with you and ask you genuine questions about how did you acquire your wealth? How did you
hmm,
keep it? When it crashed, what did you do? Who are some of the people
yep,
that we can speak to? What are the titles of some of the people that we should go to for what? Like the
hmm,
benefits of COVID-19. How do we
hmm,
benefit from this? Yes, we got a stimulus check,
right,
but if you got a mortgage, how do you keep paying your mortgage, but you
with
got
one
only
check,
2 months left? Who are the people
hmm,
that you can talk to? And if I do have $5 over here that I can risk, what shall I do with it? What are some of
right,
the lower risk levels in which I can do? What are some of
investments,
those
right,
things? And so even me, I had said I want to be on the panel so I can listen to
hmm,
everybody else talk because I don't know everything. You know what I'm
yep,
saying? And so I want to learn as well because what I learn, I can pass it down. I can pass it
right,
around. And so
hmm,
sometimes it's not about them just asking me. Sometimes it's just about sharing your story of what you've been through and people get encouraged through that.
hmm, yeah,
So when Keys to Black Wealth, it's happening this Friday, tomorrow.
tomorrow, hmm,
It's a 2-day event. It's happening the 19th, the 20th, and the 21st.
21st,
I
hmm,
am going to be there on the 19th at 6:30 LA time,
okay,
and I'm going to speak for an hour. I'm going to speak from a visionary standpoint. I believe in
hmm,
everything comes to people in a dream and a vision.
hmm,
We learn
yeah,
like that. We learn by looking and watching, you know? And so I'm going
yeah,
to speak from speaking it into existence, seeing it on your vision board, being able
hmm,
to manifest it. And so I'm going to share a couple of jewels, things that I have been through that I know that have worked for me. People can
hmm,
tweak it a little bit and make it for them. But I want to share,
yeah,
my things because I've lost a lot when I came from my marriage. I was broke. I came back with just
hmm,
bills. I got no settlement. I got no alimony. I got nothing. I did like Tina
wow,
Turner. I walked away with my name. You know what I mean? And started
right,
completely over. When you start completely
wow,
over, you like, so what do I do now? But mainly
hmm,
you got to have some solid people in your life to be able to pick the phone up. And what that's called is consultations, because even if you don't have those people in your life, you can look them up. And because we got this thing now called social media, you can look at all the people that they have represented and helped. And there's some good people out there that want to just give you food for thought to be able to help advance you. They will have a consultation with you, and you are to ask them every question that you can for whatever time that they grant you, and so on and so on and so on, and keep doing that. That's important for us to share the knowledge.
Yeah.
Just like Jesse Jackson said, keep hope alive. You know what I mean? We got to be able to do that. And so I committed to be able to do the panel, to be able to sit there and shake the keys and say how many other keys are from the different panelists that I'm hearing, and how many other people out there is wanting to share their story with people out there. So, you know, I did put that also as a post on my IG and on my Facebook. They have a discounted link that they can go to as well, and it's virtual, you know, and it's active. We will see the questions. I will answer as many questions as I can. And my thing is, I'm so personable because I really like people, and I really like what I'm doing and what I stand for and what kind of woman I am now, till they can jump on over to my page and still ask me questions, and I'm still going to be available. Now, I will admit this, I haven't been the most involved in my comments on my Instagram because I never did. I just would post and keep going. It wasn't until the rest of my friends was like, you read the comment, they said this about you, or they asked you to do this, or whatever, good or bad, indifferent or whatever, but it helps you keep the tone and stay abreast on what people think about you, what your reputation is out there, because you know what? It gives you a chance to be able to reverse it. Because if by chance you say something that you really didn't mean or was taken out of content, you get an opportunity to say, you know what? I didn't mean it like that. My bad. Let me correct that. You know, and because you told me that, I now know I can do better. I didn't know I came across like that, but thank you for that. And I take that, but that takes maturity as well. You got to be mature. And sometimes I'm on there and I'm just high-siding and playing around and it's like, I got time today. You know what I mean?
Okay, period.
But
I love when you have time.
Bullshit. Just bullshit. You know what I mean? Just having some fun. But again, if you're talking to somebody that's down and out and just negative and just ready for it, it's like, slow down, calm down. It ain't that serious. Because I think T.I. posted something. He said, now's the time to show us what type of person you was gonna be back then in the slave days. Now's the time to show us what you was gonna be like then. And that's so true. It's like, because you know how people go, ooh, I couldn't have been a slave because I would have. And it's like, okay, show us now what you would have done. Because now
what would you have done then? Yep. One of the things I wanted to ask you about is in the beginning of the quarantine, Gabrielle Union actually spoke about the fact that most people would assume if you're an entertainer or you're in Hollywood that, you know, you're just sitting on this money, right? And she was saying the real reality of this quarantine is that a lot of people in the entertainment industry that we love and we revere and we look up to are struggling right now because they're working from project to project and there's no projects right now. So talk about a little bit from your past experiences, how you were able to sustain your money project through project.
Because let's talk about this too. Let's add this to that narrative. Till how many Black actors are A-listers?
In anything.
So when you're an A-lister, you make that type of money. You know what I mean? You make Will Smith type of money. You make, you know, $15 million a movie. You know what I'm saying? But we not. We're not making that. You know what I'm saying? And for the majority of the time, is that you're doing the project because there's a wage or there's a SAG union contract in this place where they want to make it equal. Everybody gets the same amount across the board. So as an artist, you're like, I just want to work. So then you commit to doing it. And so now you see me in this project, that project, but you don't really know how many days it took me to film that. That could have been 2 days total. And I'm throughout the whole season. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. But it looks like that. And you don't know my life. You don't know my bills. You don't know what's going on.
Expenses.
You know what I'm saying? Because for every lifestyle, you know, you got into this business to be able to have a different lifestyle, and now you got it. And now you're like, okay, and now everything is stopped. but yet you're
How do I
still
keep up?
paying for that big house you got. You're still paying for all the lights that's on in the house. You're still paying for the
Come
food.
on.
I was just telling my family,
Mm.
I think I cooked, like I'm the chef of the house, and I love cooking and I love entertaining and catering. So I love
Mm-hmm.
to serve, and I
Mm-hmm.
cooked maybe two dishes, different in one night or whatever, And
Mm-hmm.
I thought about it. I said, here we are having our own seafood bake, and this is month 5 for us in quarantine, and
Mm-hmm.
we're blessed that we got crab, lobster, baked potato, corn, salad on the side, bread, Kool-Aid. I said Kool-Aid.
Come on.
And and it made me stop right there and say, thank you, Father. Thank you, Father.
Mm.
Because I am thinking about it. Come give me a kiss. I'm thinking about it. But it made me focus in a way that I'm going to do my life different when we get out of this. It made me look at
Mm.
my portfolio and say, okay, if this ever was to happen again, what would you do different? You know what I mean?
Mm.
It made me
Yeah.
start looking at my life and saying to my daughter, I need to let you know where everything is. I need to put
Mm.
this in your name so you know how to be able to look at this little something.
Hi, baby.
Hello, little something.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, baby. Thank you. Oh, what?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Okay. Okay, baby. Have fun. They going outside. Say, y'all
So
got your
cute.
mask? Okay. Great.
It was
So,
so cute.
so it's the money game and staying relevant is just
Mm-hmm.
it was so many great iconic one-liners in my first movie. I promise you, I quote them all the time. Make the money. Don't let the money make you.
Right.
We do need money to live, but money sure don't make you happy. I know.
Mm.
And the person can't buy you with money. That is a
Mm-hmm.
temporary fix. But the type of person that you want to grow old with or that's going to be your companion, you want to like them too. Because when they get on
Yeah.
your nerves, you remember that you love them. You know what I mean? And so,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
when you see us on TV and you see that they done shine the light on us and everything look glorified, it's like, honey, please, we go through the same thing. And if nothing else, this quarantine has shown that. This quarantine has
Mm.
shown that, hey, we are all the same, all going through the same
Mm-hmm.
doggone thing, alone together.
Yeah.
That's what this is. You know what I mean? So just like this
Mm-hmm.
person don't have a job and lost money, Hollywood has stopped. We ain't filming no more.
Mm-hmm.
So ain't nobody making no money doing nothing. Everybody's living off their savings. And if you're living off your savings, when you get ready to go back to work, if you're not one of those A-listers, guess what? You making it up too.
Yeah.
Like I can't even file for unemployment because I got to do my
Mm-hmm.
2019 taxes. And I'm like, well, shit, what I'm doing that for? Because you want to know how much I'm going to owe you? Because I can't pay your shit right now. I'm trying to get some.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's ass
Right.
backwards to me. You know what I mean? But
Right. Right.
it's still the law put in place so they can still
Yeah.
control us. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
it's real. And now we're doing more reading more than ever because now we want to know
Yeah.
what is for us. How can I get a grant? Because see, with me, I didn't want a loan because a loan you got to pay
Yeah.
back.
Oh yeah, they playing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah, they
want a
want
loan.
you to take them loans out.
Yeah, I want to know
Mm-hmm.
how can you help me in this situation. And I just think that everybody should just stop. Like the landlord shouldn't ask for no rent, and then the IRS shouldn't
Yeah.
be asking for no money either. Just stop because the world
Right.
is a deficit. You know what I mean? Let's don't exchange
Yeah.
no more money. Let's exchange help.
Mhm.
That's what we need. You know what I'm
Hello.
saying?
Aid.
But I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what's going to make of that. But everybody, when we come
Mm-hmm.
up out of this, everybody's going to be in the same boat. We're going to all be trying to make some money. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
God help us because that's what we're going to need.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, I don't want it to cut us off. So again, tell everybody all your projects, everything you got going on, and talk about the summit one more time.
Absolutely. UMC show. It's on UMC.TV. New show,
Mm-hmm.
second season for me. Character Alexis is the bomb. Storylines are great. It comes on Thursday, but you can binge watch the whole season now.
We
Watch
like
that.
that.
That's called A House Divided. And then I have Family Business on BET. And that character is the bomb as well. The storyline is just so drama filled. You know what I mean? Till it's just it's like you just want to be that
Listen,
character for real, for real.
if you do it, we know it's good. We know it's good.
Oh, thank you, thank you. That is true because I need a little roughness in my characters, a little a little sass in my
You give it
characters.
to us every single time. Never
Thank you.
disappointed.
Thank you. And then I also want to educate you tomorrow, you guys. Tomorrow's is going to be big. It's going to be huge. And not only for just you all, but for everyone that's on the panel that's going to be in this 3-day summit. And it's called Keys to Black Wealth. And you can go to www.keystoBlackWealthSummit.com. On Instagram, you can go to Keys to Black Wealth and find out they have been doing this for a minute now. They've had some really prominent people on there as panelists. They have a slew of people that you can ask questions to. It's a virtual summit. Come on in, join us. It's fun, it's casual, it's innovative. I can't think of nothing better that I'll be doing Friday except kissing that little brown sugar baby y'all just saw. But otherwise, I'll be there. Come through. If you don't even want to see me, that's fine. We got some other people there. We got Romeo's going to be there. Master P is going to be there. We got some people that, have done some things that you can look at and say, oh, okay, well, I've seen him survive. So he's done something.
Right.
So let me listen in. So even if you come in for 10 minutes just to hear, a jewel or two, just stop through.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, LisaRaye, thank you so much for taking your time.
You're not nervous no more, are you?
I'm not. You made me feel real comfortable. Thank you.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you, though. I really appreciate you. And again, I just want to give you your roses because, again, you are Black Hollywood royalty in my mind. And, you have done so much for the community with your gifts. So thank you so much. Thank you for taking the time out to talk to little old me, little girl from Texas.
Well, thank you for giving me a platform. You gave me the opportunity just the same. So I love you, Queen. Thank you so much.
Love you, too. And success for tomorrow. Can't
Absolutely.
Wait to see
and I see you again when my jeans come out. When my jeans come out. We got to do this again.
Come back to the lemonade stand.
Absolutely. I love some lemonade. Beyonce said that. She made lemonade out of her lemons, right? Hello, y'all.
Okay, that's what you got to do. Now, do you got plus size? Or you got plus size?
I sure do. Boom.
Come on, LisaRaye. That's
I know
my
the
girl
skinny
right
girls
there.
ain't the only ones that got the booty. Bam. See, bam, 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 bow. Ooh.
Okay, let me go. Let me stop. You gassing me up. I gotta go. Thank you, LisaRaye.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye.